This is the Learning About Dogs podcast featuring Kay Laurence of Learning About Dogs. And hi there, I'm Sue McGuire. Another episode on default behaviors on our mini pods. A dog just standing there. What should they receive? Default behaviors kind of going around and around and around in my brain, so therefore everybody else has to. Not doing something and just standing should gain an equal reward. And we often miss that.
Yeah, I think early clicker training days, we focus very much on behavior. The dog's doing this, doing that, offering this, offering that, and this whole culture of wanting offering so that we have opportunity to select behaviors to reinforce led the dogs to thinking that if you don't get information, the default was offer. So the dogs were paid or earned more food or earned their rewards for doing stuff. And this was a sort of a repertoire of if it got a reward before, try it again and she might be happy. So the dogs would cycle through everything they'd ever learnt under these situations that they could think of until they came across one that you were happy with. So we were ending up with quite a lot of frenetic behavior to try and find out what it was that was going to earn the reward. Other dogs would just shut down straight away and go into doing nothing. Well, I don't know what you want, so I'll just stand still because I can't work out what you want. And even the frenetic dogs, when they get that overwhelmed, it's not healthy. So we need to be able to say that our reward is you doing what I think I want you to do. So I want you to put your feet on this. I want you to walk nicely by my side. I want you to jump into the car. I want you to wait at the curb. All these sort of things, if we have to wait for them to occur, we're putting the burden on the dog to make suggestions as to what would get us to respond to their behavior. So to stop them continually worrying about what to do, we have to give an equal value reward for having a think, for standing there and going, at this moment in time, I am uncertain what you want me to do, but if I stand quite still, I'll get a reward. Yep. So offering rewards for standing still, in a way, our cue seeking is part of this as well. You've just had a reward for doing that. Come back to me and breathe. Hold it for a moment. Cue seeking. Cool. There's another piece of food. So that we have this natural gaps between behaviors for information to be able to go to and fro. And in a way, that's nature's way of sort of saying, if there's too much information coming in, stand still and take a moment while you sort all this information out before you choose how to respond. Because you could respond to the wrong information and get yourself into trouble, which is the classic one of the puppy will stand quite still when they see something novel because is this an opportunity or is it a threat? I don't know at the moment. So until I have more information, I will stand still. Good puppy, food.
Yes,
Good puppy, yes. I'll stand with you. So we become our own nuisance by feeding the dog for doing as opposed to rewarding the dog for taking a moment. Stillness is good. Stillness is fine. Stillness is safe. Stillness lets you listen to what's happening, and we could learn a lot from doing that as well.
And there's a lot to be said for
don't do
teaching.
It in the doorway.
There's a lot to be said for teaching dogs the skill of going back to observing,
and people.
Yeah.
But even if you've got sort of like a training hall, when a new person arrives, what do? They walk in the room and stand still. Because they're unsure what to do. And this is why you need greeters to move them out the doorway because somebody else is going to be up their backside quick enough. So, this, we tend to call it, it's the default. We've got to be careful of where it occurs, but we also got to be aware that if it's occurring without planning, then whoever's doing it, the person or the dog or the person and the dog, they're unsure what to do on that situation. They can't make a choice.
And they actually kind of need to be rewarded or acknowledged.
Yes. Hi, you're new. Come and sit over here. This is our area for new people.
Yes.
And you want that information almost before you walk in. If you're new to this, please move to your left and go and sit in that area.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super the whole thing with this COVID thing, when you walk to places for vaccinations, What's going to happen? Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? And the way around that was having signs after signs after signs repeating, go this way for this, go this way down here, don't do this, come this way, come this way, come this way. So the uncertainty that could cause you to stand still and then end up with other people coming to a standstill behind you would be avoided. Because that again would be an unsafe situation. So rewarding people, that standing still is often a lack of information. I'm not sure what to do. You're giving me too much information, or you're burdening me with having to make too many choices as to what you want me to do. If you give me that cue, sausages, well, what am I supposed to do? I can't remember. So I think I'll just stand still. I'm uncertain. Cool. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, that's good.
Food.
That's a good decision.
Yep. I'll go and think about what I want to do instead.
Can't tell you how much I've enjoyed looking down at the floor and seeing those round stickers that say "Stand here."
Yes. Takes away that uncertainty. Should I do this, or do you think I'm, and we're all in a different world. We have to be careful of, so we say, over the last 18 months, our awareness of hygiene has probably scaled through the roof as to where can I wash my hands? Did I bring this with me? Did I get that with me? Should I, even noticing the car park at the supermarket, the cars are parked with a gap between them. Yeah, they're even, it's not everybody in one slot. It's a slot and a space and a slot. And people are doing that by choice. As you can see this sort of, I'm keeping away from people now. And there's I'm certainly more relieved now that I don't have to fend off huggers. We haven't seen you for ages. Oh, well, I don't even have to bother about it now. You're not going to come near me. Or handshakers, or with people standing too close behind you in the sort of queues, gone.
Yeah. Lovely default behaviors.
Oh, yeah. And again, cultures would, be different. There's certain cultures that stand extremely close to strangers, and in other cultures that would be absolutely not acceptable.
We are very excited about a new course being offered by Learning About Dogs. It's called Build the Learning. Check it out. Information in the episode notes. Thanks for listening.